away from the start of NBA free agency. So I want to bring everyone back for our final question here on the panel. And Bobby, I want to start with you. What is the one thing that you want to see happen once this free agency period gets underway?
Oh, I want Deandre Ayton in the Suns uniform. I mean, what are we doing here, right? A team that won 64 games, guy's only 23 years old. You know, I know that $31 million for a center in this world is certainly a premium here, but give him his contract, and if you're not happy with him, trade him in January and February. Like, what's the return value here? Your window is going to close awfully quick if Ayton is not in the Suns uniform.
Brian, what's your one thing?
Karl Towns makes the All-NBA team, and so he is eligible for a Supermax extension. I say he's going to get it over $200 million, and I think it sets the tone for maybe the most exciting season in Minnesota Timberwolves basketball since KG was around. I'm real in on Ant Edwards' future. I think they'll make moves this offseason. Watch out for Karl Towns and his $200 million and the Minnesota Timberwolves momentum going into next season.
With Russell Westbrook opting in, I want to see what kind of magic, and no pun intended, Rob Pelinka is going to pull to round out this roster. I mean, not much space, not much money. What will they do to put a competitive team on the court? This team really lucked out in the bubble situation because building a team is so hard, and they were able to grab a bunch of mid-level players with that bubble team and win a championship, and now everyone just kind of expects that kind of stuff to happen. Chemistry is so important, as we've seen with these past few champions. I really want to see what Rob and management has planned to round out this team.
Legs? Well, Legs is not here, my bad. So I'll say I'm with Bobby, but I'm looking at the other side. What happens to the Phoenix Suns if Deandre Ayton isn't there? That, to me, is the big question. Like, I don't know. Clearly, my guess is there'd be some sort of sign and trade scenario, but what do you get back in that spot? So, Brian, what would that look like potentially? Like, what are you doing if you're Phoenix if Ayton is gone?
So they believe that they can find a number of other centers who can give them the type of production that Deandre Ayton can. So I would look for them to look for either some free agent centers or maybe a free agent center or a center they can get in a trade back that may not be quite on Ayton's level but could still give them the production and defend the front of the rim. They saw what Bismack Biyombo and JaVale McGee gave them last season when Ayton was out. They believe they can get a productive season from a center. They just don't want to pay max-level dollars for it. So I think the Suns are still going to be in great shape, and I think they could still make some noise in this offseason.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.